Go ahead. Talk us in.
So, I'm short, so you can lean your elbow on.
2, 3. We should just start singing.
Yeah. Down by the sea.
Someone's been playing, just singing with their Disney.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start. Hi there, Toronto Thumbs. We're here with Matt Levitan and Papa Thumb, George. George, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Matt, how are you?
I like how he didn't wait for me to answer.
Is that what they call you? Papa Thumb?
No, he just started calling me that.
That's awesome. I'm calling you that now.
Great. You're dead.
Hey, that's how I got the job. So Matt, how are you enjoying this event? It's a very nice event.
Thank you very much. I am enjoying it. It's fun when you have both like fun new software to talk about, like Uncharted, and then great new hardware that you're launching not too far away, like Vita. So best of both worlds. I can really kind of dig in and kind of talk about two things that I'm both really excited about. So it's a lot, which is good.
Speaking of the Vita, what can we expect from that? Maybe a little bit in the future. You guys have like some specific plans that are going to happen, not necessarily at launch or after launch?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot that we haven't kind of come to market to kind of tell yet in terms of the big one, which is the release date. But, you know, hang on, gamers, that one's not too far away, so we're going to be announcing the release date certainly. We have to announce a telco partner for 3G. That announcement's coming fairly soon as well. So just making sure that everything's kind of final and put to bed. There's a lot of moving parts to this launch. We're trying to launch Japan in December, and then Europe and North America will be early 2012. So, you know, we want to make sure we have enough product for every territory. We want to make sure that we can kind of fill each market with the appropriate amount so that you're not left on launch day pre-ordering something that you can't pick up. So there's a lot that goes into it, but it's exciting. I mean, I think it is a quantum leap forward in handheld gaming. I think once people get a chance to try the Vita today, certainly for the media and the gamers later on, they fall in love with the screen, they love the controls and the dual analog stick. There's so much that goes into it that makes it a great device.
I noticed you guys have sound shapes on there, and that's a very big indie game, especially for us Torontonians, Toronto-based development. How important is the indie companies to PlayStation and the PlayStation brand?
Very, yeah. I mean, it's weird. It's kind of hard to call it indie now because we publish so much of this, a lot of the indie stuff like Sony published. But you know, a game like Sound Shapes and Jonathan Mack, who I loved Everyday Shooter. I thought that was just a remarkably good game, both on PS3 and on PSP. And then you know, having him give us one of the launch games for Vita really shows that you know he loves the working relationship that he has with Sony. We love all the creativity and all the ingenuity that we get from a lot of the indie developers, and you know, a company like that game company with Chan and I love Flower, it's one of my favorite games, and I think Journey is probably one of my most anticipated games. So you look at all this great content, whether it's on PSN or some of these indie developers, and that's some of the more unique and interesting stuff that's coming out these days. So it's pretty exciting.
The important question, Matt. Will there be a Gran Turismo on the Vita?
I guarantee you, if a new Gran Turismo comes out, you'll still be playing GT5 when the new one comes out.
This is true.
You were playing it last night. I was on playing Resistance, and I saw you like parking space, Gran Turismo 5. I was like, yes, you're still on it.
Well, okay, so for the record, everybody that has Gran Turismo 5, the Spec 2 update has come out, which is over a gig's worth of new goodness, so make sure to check that out.
Thanks. Shit, George's doing my job for me now.
It's one of my favorite games. Let me
But
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. You're just thinking of your next question now. You know, I haven't had a chance to play as much stuff out there as I wanted to. I know that there's a big Rocksmith event tomorrow, and I know you've played Rocksmith and you really like it. I certainly am looking forward to it as a guitar player and as someone that still plays Rock Band 3. I'm interested to see the next evolution, I guess, if you will, of music games, which is actually learning how to play an instrument. So that's what I definitely want to try. I played it a little bit, but I want to get more into it. I love the Assassin's franchise. I know, again, another one of your favorites, but I'll definitely try that today before the day is out. But I'm amazed by the amount of software coming out in the next 5 weeks. I mean, next week you have Ratchet and Batman. The week after is Battlefield. The week after that's Uncharted. The week after that's Call of Duty, and then the week after that is Skyrim and Assassins. So the next 5 weeks, if you're a gamer, is insanity. I mean, and that's good for the industry. It's great for gamers. There's so much choice. But it's hard because there's only so much dollars going around, and the retail areas are crammed full of POP, and the airwaves are they're running a million commercials from different companies for different TV spots, but at the end of the day, you gotta love the software that's coming out this year. I mean, I don't know how you pick a game of the year. I mean, there's gonna be too much good stuff.
No, I think we need to have 10 games in the year.
Yeah, and you need yes, good pick. But you literally need to have more time than anyone could possibly have to play all this stuff, because every game with DLC and multiplayer and a game like Skyrim, which is probably 80 or 100 hours, and I don't know how you play it all to be able to make a good decision. I'll ask you, how do you play everything to be able to make a good decision on game of the year? There's almost too much stuff.
Play everything.
Yeah, you just flip a coin and just go.
Uncharted 3. We don't sleep.
I just slip you $50 and you just say Uncharted 3.
Actually, to be honest with you, I have not touched Uncharted 3 yet.
Oh,
I have not
get in
tried
there.
it here. I have not played the beta because I want a pristine experience when it comes in.
It's weird. I've played it in very interesting increments of like one chapter here, one chapter there, and completely out of order. So I have no idea what's going on with the story and what's happening. So I can't wait to get the final version in my house, in my living room, and play through all chapters, start to finish. So to put it all together, because I'll play like a Chateau level here and then a cargo plane level there, and I just can't wait to just finish it, start to finish. I'm excited.
Well, just as a side note, I always find events like this very interesting because of the fact that, you know, a lot of us are trophy hounds, right? And, you know, you don't want to play too much because you don't want to invest too much time in one game and then have to do it all over again when you go home, right? Like, I doubt that you'd be here playing Rock Band 3 to the extent that you play it at home, because for every hour that I'm playing Gran Turismo, he's playing Rock Band. So, one question I had for you was, how is moving with PS Plus?
PS Plus is doing well. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of great content on there. Certainly this month, I think they have Costume Quest is one of the games that's available for free, which was a great game. I believe that's a Tim Schafer game, is it not? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's just every month there seems to be great content on there. There's PS1 classics, there's DLC, there's great discounts too. So, like, there's just different stuff if you're going to buy that's half price or what have you. So, the numbers have been pretty strong. Yeah, people are certainly paying attention to it. You get something for your money, which I think is or I don't know, doesn't necessarily give you. And I think that's important. You know, you want content for the dollars.
I know that we really enjoy a lot of the titles on PS Plus. We have gaming nights fairly regularly, and we always end up falling back to sort of smaller titles like what's it, Skyfighter or whatever,
I've played that.
Wars.
Yeah.
And we'll end up playing those, and those are games that we pulled from PS Plus for free. They're free to sign. Of course, we have to have the obligatory when we get cross game chat question.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I know it's discussed. We certainly have an issue with third parties hosting their own servers, and there's a lot of protocol issues in terms of having that all work together. I'm not a tech guy.
I just have to ask that question.
Because I know. Yeah, I'm sure you get it all the time from the people that visit the site. I don't have an answer for you, and I'm not sure if you know the answer ever coming.
Matt, final question. You said you play guitar. Are you in a band? When can we see Matt Levitan in the PS Vedettes?
You know what? I used to be in a band. I was in a couple of bands. It was like 50% covers and 50% like original songs, and we weren't very good. I played rhythm guitar and I sang sometimes. And I would do like a little Hootie and the Blowfish. I can do Let Her Cry, almost as good as Darius Rucker. He's better than me, obviously, but he wrote the damn thing. But I can hold my own on a couple of key tracks here and there. There's no chance.
Future interview.
Yeah, there's no chance our bands are ever getting back together that I was ever in, because they're all 40-year-old dudes now that are all married with kids that are accountants. They're not rock stars.
Sounds like a documentary that they
yeah. We weren't good enough to be in real bands for very long.
Nice. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Toronto Thumbs, for the support. I love reading Ricky's reviews, and the Resistance 3 one being my favorite. So keep up the good work.